out, like, if you're a bad guy calling on the phone, right? We'll go, okay, where's that ping? Where's that ping? Where's that ping? And once they ping 3 different cell towers, they do triangulation, and that triangulation will find you. Boom. You know he's in this spot, or she. Does that make sense? And then they can, A, find you because you did a distress call, because you took your car into the river, right? Or B, you're selling guns and they want to find you. Or, I don't know. Too many movies, right? But that's what they do with triangulation. So the same aspect is with this selling that product, whatever that product is. You want to make it to where it's the closest distance, but also the same, is similar distance from everyone, so that nobody feels as though they're, well, they care more about them. See what I'm saying? So then I'll just go over here and give them my business, right? So you want to kind of be in the center, and that's why when you create a business, it's very important. If you're having people come to you, that you create a business that's centralized. And that's why everybody wants to be at the mall or at wherever the center of the city is. Okay? Because that's where everybody goes. Does that make sense? Okay? So it's not so easy as to just pick, well, mathematically, it's the circumcenter. So let's just go with that. And that's what the state test is about. The state test is going to test you on that. You have to be able to explain your answer and defend it and say, look, yeah, I know that. And if you use like vocabulary, like I'm using with you, you're going to score like high. Because if you can say, yeah, the circumcenter is the best one because they're the same distance from every vertex of the triangle. I mean, right there you use the circumcenter, the vertex, triangle. I mean, you're using all this vocabulary, right? And you said that they're the same distance, which is huge. But it wouldn't be the best for this product because the roads, the people would, Nellington would be way closer than Harbury. I mean, Harbury would have to come down. So I think it would be better to use an in-center in this case, because even though the in-center is not the same distance from the points, when you look at the in-center and you take into consideration the roads, it seems like the distance to the in-center, with taking the roads into consideration, is the central point, is equal distance. You see what I'm saying? So the wrong answer becomes the right answer. And then you proved it. And that's what the state test is about. It has a lot of those problems on there where the wrong answer is really the answer they're looking for. And they want you to prove why it is. You see what I'm saying? And that's why some people are very good at that, because they're good at arguing their point. Right? But you have to know the rules of the game. If you're not explaining that the circumcenter is the same distance, I know it's the same distance, right? And that the in-center is not the same distance, but in this case, because you take into consideration of the road, it is. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? A little bit?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay? So, and I really wanted to go over that with you, with the film, because the state test is huge. And they have like at least 5 to 10 problems that are like this, that make you think outside the box and prove what you know. Okay? And so they're just trying to see how much do you know. And so use as much information you know. If you know that the square is a square because they are all equal sides, say it. You see what I'm saying? if you know that a triangle is half of a rectangle, right? Then say it. Don't just assume that they know what the heck you're talking about. Say it. Because everything you say gets you points. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we just got to be like specific with our vocabulary.
Yes, and using the vocabulary.
I got it.
It's huge.
I think when it comes to that